Hello, friends. Hello. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. We're live. We are live, everybody. We're live on YouTube. You can connect and join us today. Inglés Online TVE is the... Let me get connected. Déjame conectar también. Are we live, Juanjo? We are. We're live, he says. Okay. So you can find us here and you can join in on all the fun on our YouTube channel, Inglés Online TVE. And if you want to participate, you can write in the chat, in el chat, right? And you can leave questions, and I will do my best to answer your questions. Although I have to admit, I can't find it. I don't know if we're live yet. Juanjo, no sé si está funcionando, eh? I don't know if it's. I do not see the live feed. No. Well, he insists that we're live, but I can't see it. Normally, I see the live feed here, but anyway. So I may not be able to see your questions right away, but you can watch the program. You can connect on YouTube. The channel, of course, is Inglés Online TVE, and today is class number 52. They're telling me, yes, we are live. We are live. Anyway, I'll eventually find it and be able to hopefully read your comments here in the chat. But let's get things started with today's beginner content.
Nivel básico.
Ah, yes. Okay, we are here, and I can finally see you. I can connect. I can see the chat. Belen is there. She says, hello, good evening, Kyle and the rest of the people. Juanjo's with us today, right? Tino is away. It's Juanjo, everybody. Nelson says, hello, Kyle, you're live. Aquí estamos. Here we are. How's the image, by the way? We've adjusted our camera. We've adjusted the camera. People are telling me it's a little bit better. Un poco mejor, no? A little bit better. Does it look good? What do you think, Belen? Does it look good? Do I look better than usual, Maria? I hope so, right? Maria says, hi, Kyle. And we have a new listener. We have Sameh Mohammed. He says, is live now. Now, he should say, you're live now. Buenas tardes. Sí, funciona, says Antonio. Now, in English, Antonio is writing in from Bolivia. Is it Bolivia, Antonio? I think Antonio is writing in from Bolivia. Unless I'm wrong. And Nelson says, I think it's more interesting when the camera's closer. Well, I don't know. It's not bad, though. You can see it all, right? You can see me. Inglés Online TVE, everybody. Episode number 52. Episode number 52. And we'll begin. Why don't we go ahead and begin with today's beginner content? I already said that, but the sentence today, are you going anywhere next week? Hey, are you going? This is a good question because next week is Semana Santa, right?
Bueno.
Yeah. So, are you going anywhere next week? No, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere next week. Juanjo, are you going anywhere next week? ¿Vas a algún sitio la semana que viene? ¿En alguna parte? ¿Vas a alguna parte? ¿Vas a algún sitio? Are you going anywhere?
Sí, claro.
Next week. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere. But Juanjo says, sí, claro. Juanjo is going to Extremadura next week. But I'm not going anywhere next week. I'm going to stay here. All right. Let's see. Antonio says, no, I'm a Spaniard. Okay, sorry, Antonio. I thought that we did have a listener from Bolivia. Maybe he's not on the chat today. Melvin says, you look much better to me. Belen says, you look good. You're not a ghost anymore. No eres una fantasma como antes. Yeah, I was very white the other day. Now you can see my tan, right? Que moreno soy, aquí. Right? You can see how tanned I am.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, what can I say? Carlos says, hello, Kyle. I'm ready to learn. And, of course, I'm ready for Semana Santa. So why don't we throw this out to our listeners? My question for the listeners en casa on YouTube, write in, tell me the answer to this question. Are you going anywhere next week? Are you going anywhere? So where are you going? Antonio says, I'm going to Extremadura. Now me, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying here because I have radio shows Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I'm going to relax. I might go to Toledo, or I might go to Segovia. But Antonio's going to Extremadura. What about you, Maria? Where are you going next week? Are you going anywhere next week? Is Belen, are you going anywhere next week? Melvin, are you going anywhere next week? Antonio, Antonio's going to Extremadura. Viclu, he says, I'm Fabio from Brazil. From Brazil. I think we should have some Brazilian. Do we have any Brazilian music? Did we play the Brazilian? What did we play? We played Brazilian music yesterday, didn't we? Yeah. Belen says, I'm staying here in Madrid as well. Okay. Chema says, I'm going to Lisbon and Merida from Wednesday to Sunday. Nelson says, I'm staying at home next week. Oscar says, hi, I'm from Mexico. I've been seeing your TV for days. Well, thank you, Oscar. I'm going to the beach, says Carlos, but I need to drive about 5 hours to get there. Yeah. So the question here was, are you going anywhere next week? Are you going anywhere? Are you going anywhere next week? If someone says yes, then you can say, all right, well, where are you going? Carlos says, I'm going to Salamanca to my mother's house. He said at my mother's house, but I'm going to Salamanca to my mother's house. Nice. Very good. All right, there you go, folks. That is our beginner content. Let's go ahead with the intermediate level.
Nivel intermedio.
Nivel intermedio. Ans writes in. There he is. And he says, I'm going to London on Sunday, or this Sunday. Cool. Nice. Very nice. Going to London. Right, yeah, I'm not really planning on going around. Maybe I'll go for a day to Toledo or to Segovia. But no big plans. Intermediate, come on. Venga, come on. Make an effort to come see me. Right? Hacer un esfuerzo. In English, we say to make an effort. Hay que hacer un esfuerzo. You have to make an effort. We never do an effort. We always make an effort. Venga, come on, we say. Come on, make an effort to come see me. Venir a verme. Hay que hacer un esfuerzo para venir a verme, no? You should make an effort to come and see me. Oscar writes in and says, oh, really? Really? He says, well, visiting Cancun could be an idea while on holidays. Carlos says, I'm going to my mother's house. Sorry. Yes, going to my mother's house. Correct. Maria Pilar says, sorry, Kyle. Do you know anything about etiquette? I've seen Jacqua, but I don't think I understood what she meant to ask me or us. She's a very good teacher. She is a very good teacher. Jacqua. Good friend, good teacher, exceptional teacher, in fact. And she's a treasure of our team here. One of the new great talents of On Radio, Jacqua. And a very, very good teacher who I'm sure is going to be a big hit here on Vaughan Radio with her etiquette show and more. I think soon you'll see a lot more of her, and I hope so as well. Oscar says, I am making an effort to learn English. Me alegro. I'm glad. I'm glad you are. It's good. You have to make an effort. Yes, come on. Make an effort to come see me. So remember, to come is venir. To go is to travel away. I'm coming to see you. People are coming. In fact, sometimes people tell me that they're going to come to the show. Sometimes people come to the show. Sometimes I go to other people's shows. I gave this example. I have a book called The Verb Circus, Los Verbos Esenciales del Inglés. I talked about this last week. I have a chapter where I talk about come and go. And very often the difference depends on the origin or the location of the listener. So if I'm approaching, right? Coming is always acercando, approaching someone. Venir, pero acercando. And then we have to go is traveling away. So to describe the same movement, I can use come or go. If I say next summer, or this August, I'm going to go to Canada. I'm going to Canada. So I say to my mother, I use this example in my book. I call my mother and I say, hey, Mom, I'm coming to Canada. And she said, oh, great. Kyle is coming to Canada. Kyle's coming home to Canada for holiday. But then I say to Juanjo, he says, Kyle, what are you doing? And I say, well, I'm going to Canada. And Juanjo says to Fitz, Juanjo says, Kyle is going to Canada. But my mother says to my father, Kyle is coming to Canada, because I'm going to be approaching my mother, but I'm going to be traveling away from Tino, or from Juanjo, and from Fitz. I'm traveling away from them. I'm traveling towards, acercando a, approaching the others. So then even when I get on the airplane, imagine I get on the airplane and there's one of those overpriced telephones in the back of the seat. I haven't seen those in years, but you know, they used to have the telephones in the back of the seat. You'd press the button and take it out, and I've never made a call. I never made a call on one, but you could put your credit card through and make an overpriced phone call. So I pick it up. I'm flying to Canada. I pick it up and I call my mother. There's a lot of noise because I'm on the airplane. Where are you? Estoy en el avión. I'm on the airplane. What are you doing? I'm coming to Canada, because I'm approaching my mother. I'm coming to Canada. Oh, great. Kyle, it's Kyle. He's coming to Canada. He's on his way. And then I hang up. I say, okay, bye. It's an expensive phone call. Bye. I hang up. But I decide to make another phone call. I decide to call Juanjo in Madrid. I pick up the phone. Boop, 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 boop. Very expensive. Boop, 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 boop. Call him. Kyle, where are you? Man, where are you? And I say, I'm on the airplane. What are you doing? I'm going to Canada. So with Juanjo, I use the verb to go because I'm traveling away. With my mother, I use the verb to come because I'm approaching, right? Then the same thing happens, imagine, at the end of my trip. I have a wonderful holiday in Canada. I had a great time. And then I decide it's time to come back to Spain. I'm going to return. Voy a volver a España. I'm coming back. I'm going to come back. So I give Juanjo a call and says, hey, Kyle, what's up? Oh, I'm in Canada still, but I'm coming back to Spain soon. He says, okay, see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye. I hang up the phone. Click. Then I talk to my mother and I say, well, it's been a great time. I had a wonderful time here in Canada, but now it's time to return to Spain, to volver a España, to go back. So with my mother, to go back, because I'm traveling away from her and I'm going to be approaching Spain. So in this case, hablando con Juanjo, voy a decir, I'm coming back to Spain. Y hablando con mi madre, voy a decir, I'm going back to Spain. And the word back, of course, indicates that I have been there. It's volviendo, returning to somewhere I've already been. Okay. Antonio writes in and says, I'm making an effort to go to the Festival of Wild Products in Villa Mesillas. Villa Mesillas. Where's that? Where is Villa Mesillas? I don't know where that is. Villa Mesillas? ¿Sabes dónde está eso, Juanjo? Villa Mesillas. ¿Te suena ese ciudad o pueblo? I don't know where that is. Maybe someone can tell us. Or I can look it up online. Villa Mesillas. Let's see where this is. This is in Cáceres. It's in Cáceres. Juanjo, you should know this. Eso es tu tierra. This is in Cáceres. It's in Extremadura. Yeah. It's near below Trujillo. Por debajo de Trujillo. Bueno, en tu zona, in your area. Okay. Villafranca de los qué? De los barros. Of the muds. Okay, but this guy was writing in saying he's going to Villa Mesillas, which is below Trujillo. All right. He says that. And then Maria Pilar says, well, thanks. I didn't know she's on every week. Yes, our friend Jacqua is on the radio from 5 to 6 every day, every Tuesday. Todos los martes. Diudonel says, hello, Mr. Kyle. Valentino says, hi, Kyle. What about go away and go off? Go off we don't really use. That's not really common, but go away. Lárgate de aquí. Go away. Sure. Okay, Valentino, what's the difference? Yeah, I wouldn't say go off. Go off. We don't really say that. Antonio says, yes, it's a village in Extremadura. Okay, yes, and I looked it up there. Belen says, wonderful explanation between come and go. Well, thank you. Hi, Kyle. Thanks for teaching me every day, says Raul. Well, you're welcome, Raul. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in and deciding to invest the time with us today. But we got to push forward. Hay que ir. We got to get going forward. Let's take a look at today's advanced content.
Nivel avanzado.
Nivel avanzado. Ooh. How long has it taken them to figure that out? How long has it taken them? So to take, tardar tiempo. ¿Cuánto tardaste? How long did it take you? And here, how long has it taken them to figure that out? So like, figure out is like to solve, resolver, to solve something or to determine or to find out, averiguar. But not just averiguar. Averiguar is more passive, right? To find out. But to figure out is more active. Like we're looking for a solution. We're trying to figure out a solution. We're trying to determine through thought, through steps and thought, a solution. ¿Cuánto han tardado en averiguar eso? No? How long has it taken them? Notice how the subject is not how long have they taken. How long they? No. The subject is it. How long has it taken them? How long does it take you? To infinitive. How long does it take? How long does it take to drive? Here's a question for Juanjo. Juanjo, how long does it take to drive from Madrid to Badajoz? How long does it take? Okay, he says 450 kilometers. But how long? How much time does it take? So 5 hours? He says it takes 5 hours. 4.5 or 5 hours. How long does it take? The subject is it. How long does it take? How long does it take? It takes 4.5 hours or 5 hours to drive from Madrid to Badajoz. But how long does it take to drive from Badajoz to Cáceres? How long does it take, Juanjo, to drive from Badajoz to Cáceres? It takes 1.5 hours to drive from Badajoz to Cáceres. All right. How long does it take to drive? How long does it take to drive from Cáceres to Mérida? How long does it take to drive from Cáceres to Mérida? 1 hour. He says about 1 hour. I don't know. He says, yo qué sé. I don't know, Kyle. It takes 1 hour. It takes 1 hour, right? How long does it take? How long has it taken them? How long has it taken us to reach class 52? It has taken us February, March. It has taken us 2.5 months, everybody. 2 months and a week. It has taken us 10 weeks. Well, yeah, it has taken us 10 weeks to reach, llegar a. It has taken us 10 weeks to reach class number 52. Y aquí estamos. Here we are. It has taken us 10 weeks. But but we're here. All right. Mohammed says, I will stay in Valencia enjoying the sunshine. Nice. I don't blame you. Now, I will stay. Now, are you in Valencia? You'll go to Valencia or you're going to stay there? You're not going to move. That's where you are now and you're staying there. Voy a quedar. He says, I'm staying. Okay, I assume that's what he means. Oscar says, you're a good teacher. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Belen says, how long did it take you to get by with your Spanish? Ooh, good question. Good question, right? It took me a long time to be able to get by with my Spanish, I would say. It took me a long time. It took me more than a year to be able to get by with my Spanish. Sure. Oscar says, I start to see the program because the sound effects are really funny. Cool. How long is your program? Well, that's a good question. The Inglés Online TVE program is a 30-minute radio program from 7 to 7:30. My regular program is called Drive Time, and it begins at 6 o'clock every day. Belen says, how long does it take to fly from Madrid to Nova Scotia? Good question. There are no direct flights. It takes me, it takes me about 15 hours to travel from Madrid to Nova Scotia, Canada. It takes 7 hours to fly from London to Halifax, Nova Scotia. But I always have to go to, for example, I fly from Madrid to London, a couple hours. I wait a few hours. I get another flight. So maybe 12 hours or 13 hours. But usually longer because usually I fly from Madrid to New York or Madrid to Philadelphia or Madrid to Toronto, and then I fly back. I can never get a direct flight. How long does it take? Good question. Nelson says, can you understand El Quijote? Why, this is a lot of personal questions, which is fine. I welcome these questions. Ask me anything you want. Can you understand El Quijote in Spanish? Probably not. Juanjo, can you understand El Quijote in Spanish? Sí, en español. Yeah, he can, pero yo no. I can't. It's in old Spanish, right? It's a tricky, well, more or less. Me apaño, right? I can get by. But it's a challenging Spanish. No es un español fácil, eh? It's a challenging Spanish. But yeah. I mean, I think I can understand enough. Yes. Can you understand? There you go. A lot of questions today. Anyway, our sentence, how long has it taken them to figure that out? And then at the end it says ages, which is like siglos. Un mogollón de tiempo. An age is like an eternity almost, like a long, long, long time. Yeah, it has taken them a long time. How long has it taken them? It has taken them a long time. Antonio says, me neither. Yo tampoco. And Nelson says, yes, it's very old Spanish. It is written in very old Spanish. Okay. All right. Now, some people are also writing in on Twitter. Let's take a look at what people are saying on Twitter today. People have some questions as well. And says, Nacho says, hi, Kyle. It's interesting, but in the movies they say, I'm coming, and they mean I'm going. Well, Jaime says, this Thursday I'll be flying to Germany to spend some days there. Cool. Yes. And people are saying, oh, the image is much better. Mucho mejor. I hope so. Okay. There we go. So the connection's much better. We're just about out of time, everybody. This has been class number 52. Our final sentence. Remember, how long has it taken them, closing the lips, them, not then, no, them, to figure it out? Ages. A long time. It has taken them a long time. It has taken them ages. Okay. All right. That has been class number 52. I encourage you to remember to tune in every day and make sure if you follow us, Inglés Online TVE is the channel on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We have 40 some people watching today. Thank you for connecting. Not bad. And we'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Be sure to join us and click subscribe, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Si llevas todo el año poniendo excusas porque no tienes tiempo, ahora